I'm doing the power hour. If you want to come on. Welcome to Native Wellness Institute's Wellness Wednesday. We say hello, Oki, Nistu Nidaniko, Makoyo Sakoi, Nistu Amskapi Pikani, Nistu Sixakatapi, Ninna, Monokani, Pete Leonard, New Breast, Na'a, Descripted Daki, Yellow Flower Woman, Yellow Flower Woman's mom, Awalski, Irene, Bullshoe, Pollock, Cooper. I had to remember all of my grandma's husbands. And my Irene's husband was Manly John Cooper, adopted into the tribe in the 40s and 50s on the Blackfeet Reservation, which is 1.5 million acres in Montana. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. You know, on my dad's side, we just had Ronnie Newbreast's celebration of life. I learned so much. I'll share one thing with you. Grandma Nanamanina, and in those days, in the 1800s, they only had one name. They didn't have like a last name. But I just found out Grandma had 5 husbands, and her last husband was Wallace Nightgun. But she had Sam Newbreast by John Enault Eagleribs. So no one's like slapping us around for who made a baby or who went with who. We're just saying those are our ancestors. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Right, what you see is what we have our training of trainers. There's you guys are wellness in the workplace, right? We're on the power hour right now. Say, wait, give them a wave. See, there you go. So, so we have wellness in the workplace going on. You see some of our participants. Where it's sunny. It's sunny outside, and this is the Barbie's Village. And Barbie's Village is not Barbie like the, that kind of Barbie. Is Barbie. Barbie was, is no longer here, but she was a visionary. She was a homeless mother who had this vision of building tiny homes. And maybe in a minute, there's a tiny home over here. We got our first tiny home that's only made from the wood from the tribes in Oregon. Oregon. I like to say Oregon. Anyway, so we call it Barbie's Village. It's 2.5 acres, and this is our brand new training facility. Dwight, Francisco, and I are facilitating a gathering of Native Americans. And the gathering of Native Americans, I think we have maybe 80, but we got about 60 different tribes, eh? Anyway, they're getting their assignments, and they're doing scavenger hunt. And the scavenger hunt, it was so exciting because they had to go out. Their entire team had to run outside and find 3 yellow leaves that looked exactly alike, and then go outside running, screaming, and then come back inside and then we had a judge look at them to make sure that they only had 3 of these leaves. As you can see, it's fall here. I think it might, when I left home, Montana was 30 Fahrenheit. That's cold. I think it's around 26 Fahrenheit. So I am just like sweating to death. Like us Indians that are acclimated to snow and to ice and all of that. When we come to these places, we sweat to death. So I'll go like this. I still smell pretty good. Indians their sweat don't smell like non-Indians. Non-Indians stink. So that's when you marry a non-Indian. Ooh, they stink. No. I'm just teasing. Sorry. Hey, sorry. Hey. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. We're at a beautiful place, and I just wanted to. There's so much bubbling. I'm blissful. I was thinking about all the Facebook feelings. I feel elated. I feel alive. I feel because I'm surrounded by over 100 natives who want to learn how to heal other natives. Woohoo! Isn't that exciting? And they aren't paying attention. They're self-regulating. They have boundaries and a lot of sobriety here. I was like really pleased to hear, oh, I got 25 years. Oh, I got 15. Oh, I got 10 years. There's an amount, and it's not only clean and sober. It's from Al-Anon. I met an Al-Anon person in there. It's been 35 years doing Al-Anon, where you didn't cause it, you can't control it, and you can't cure it. So I'll say that one more time. Someone else's addiction, you didn't cause it, you can't control it, and you can't cure it. That means when your relatives are suffering from fentanyl addiction, methamphetamine addiction, shopping addiction, food addiction, snagging addiction. Hey, that's a good addiction. Hey! All the aunties, they love that snagging. It's good to snag, eh? It's good to find someone that is just luscious. I'm just teasing you. Anyway, if you have someone that you want me to be luscious with, then you private message me, and they have to have all their teeth, they have to have a job, they have to have a 4-wheel drive, they have to know how to handle a hunting, and they have to know a rifle, they have to know how to chop wood, and they have to know how to cry. I don't want to be with men who are all, hey, I'm okay, I don't talk. Hey. Who wants to go with someone like that? It's like a dead tree. Don't talk. Hey, but that's some of the rules of healing. Indians, we don't know how to say, I'm sorry. We don't know how to say, Kitsikako Mim, I love you. And we don't know how to say, help, I need help. Oh my God, I need help. Help me. Throw my ass in treatment. Oh, but that was how it was for me 37 years ago and 5 months. I got my ass thrown in treatment. My family intervened on me and threw me in the Betty Ford Center. And it was the beginning. I was still bullshitting. I still thought I could handle it. And I relapsed for a few months straight, just drinking and using. And then I went into an all women's diverse program where we had to detox heroin addicts. Rough detox. We had to walk them. Anyway, it was called the Meadows. So I've been sober, clean and sober since May 3rd, 1988. Woohoo! So I'm just that makes me want to kind of go like this. I got that. I got rhythm. I grew up in Oakland, eh? I just makes me want to go. Right on, I'm clean and sober. I don't need that. I don't need that substance to have joy. I don't need that substance to party like it's 1491. I don't need that substance to go out and snag. I can snag sober. Snagging sober is an elite expertise. Eh? Anyway, I wanted to, there's like 100 and some odd Indians in there. And man, we had a smudge and we had a circle of like 80 Indians, and people brought out their corn pollen. They put some on the top of their head. They prayed. Some brought their sage. They lit the sage and they sang the song. Some brought doja from Washoe, their medicine. And they said they like to make it into a tea. But I heard a beautiful story that one time one of the participants got injured, and their grandma came out and took some of that doja and scraped some off and took it as an injury was right here, and they put it up the nose, and it healed her. So you never know. I guess our topic is about different kinds of medicine, and if you want to know, we got all these. Yeah, you got suicides. Yeah, you got diabetes. Yeah, you got heart congenital failure. All that stuff. If you want to know what the answer is, it's in our medicine, and we are the medicine. So knowledge about your plants, knowledge about going out and getting medicine, and it's okay if you get it, those of you shopping, anyway, Instagram medicine ain't gonna do shit. No. Except make soap. No. No. So let's talk about coming here, I, very rare, I, got transferred this in Niskum. And, because I just had, a surgery and they cut out all the cancer. I had a melanoma. My family instructed me that I should wear this necklace, and they painted it with thunder medicine blue because of the dreams and stuff. And anyway, I just been wearing this, and I guess that's why I feel so good, because I came here from a different time zone. I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, but I still functioned, and I still the medicine. So I just kept asking, "Hayo stipatapi, hayo ninna, no gaikimok, no gaspomok," and I say that often. I just go out, I look at the trees, I just ask for help. Creator, help me. And I notice, as long as I'm asking Creator to help me, and I get up before the morning star, Ipisu Watsis. It's best to get up and to ask for help right before that. But it's still dark and it's turning dawn, then that's when I ask for help. So that medicine, having that routine to take your family out, to bring yourself, bring your grandchildren, bring your animals, and you do it every day, not just, once a year at the old con, eh? Do you know, because Indians that just come home for once a year and pray, and the rest of the time they're running in the streets. Does that make sense? No. So let's talk. Let's do something simple, and talk about medicine. This aniscum, this petrified. It's petrified rocks. So let's talk about rocks as medicine. Most mountains are just giant big rocks. Mountains. So that's why when you go to the mountains, that's when you go into the sun, when you go to Bear Butte, when you go to the 4 mountains for the Dene people, the Navajo people. When you go to the mountains are just big rocks. So let's just, for a moment, and I always bring, it's down here in my purse, I was given certain rocks, besides Niskum, one of my most treasured rocks. And so what are your treasured rocks? I had an individual come here yesterday, and they're searching for her father, and she goes, I just need is it okay if I hold on to a rock? And I said, well, what's going on? And she goes, well, everyone's looking for them. And she said, last night I went to a Wildbriety meeting. We're going to have a sweat in a couple of days. She was doing all this. The sweats are our medicine. Wildbriety meetings are our medicine. She said, but I need something to bring me here and to stay centered here and to stay okay. And so I had been talking about my decision-making coin that I keep in one of my buffalo bags. And a decision-making coin is medicine. My coin was made when you take an elk horn and you slice it like bologna, and there's one side, 2 sides. And so on my decision-making coin, there's that upside down, it's like a triangle. I'm trying to see how I can, like a triangle, and there's the head symbol for Amskapi Pikani, and marks. So on one side of my decision-making coin, that means yes, I always want the choice to be for my people. And on the other side, I have it like green. We see I have a lot of green in the background. And because what I have noticed, you know, I'm 69 years old. April 20th, I'll be 70 years old. Woohoo! 70 years old. Whoa, that's badass. And you know, and I'm saying it with grateful and gratitude and thankfulness. And then I'm just cancer free. I'm like, you know, I'm out in the streets again. I'm out here doing training and facilitating because that's my work, eh? I love my work. I'm not trying to retire. People trying to retire don't like their work, eh? So anyhow, this rock. So I gave her the decision making coin, and I have it wrapped in a really nice scarf, and it's tied. And I said I've always keep this by my pipes. I keep it in my home, and it has a lot of good energy. Would it be okay if you hold on to this? And she said yes. So she was holding on to it for a couple of hours I said, and then when you're done, just bring it back and put it by the smudge. So that's medicine, when you can hold on to something, you know, because like sometimes, you know, our children, our babies, you know, like when you got we got a bunch of newborn babies. We had a lot of deaths. That's the cycle of life, elders. Then we have a bunch of new babies. When you're rocking that baby and you're singing, Hickaboola, Hickaboola, hey ha, Hickaboola, Hickaboola. Just patting that baby, holding that baby. That's medicine. Babies are medicine. And you're singing Hickaboola, Hickaboola, hey ha. That's I used to sing that to my daughter because her Aline Pretty on Top from Crow Nation of Salaga, Akparadia, how they call Creator. She used to sing that to her when she was a baby, and sing Hickaboola, and then close both of her eyes, and she would go to sleep. So I continued to do that, especially, you know, like if she had a bad cold or she wasn't feeling well. The medicine of your mother, the medicine of your lullaby, I would just sing it. So oops, we got some noise over here. We're in the hood right now. It's not like the hood. It's like upper class hood. But someone's got their music going because it's lunchtime. We're on Pacific time, and we're in Portland. So if you see me grooving to their music, you know, because I guess I've been wanting to dance. And the reason, you know, this medicine, last night, my mom and I are addicted to watching Dancing with the Stars, you know. we're So last night, Mom was sleepy because she's on a different time zone, and I go, Mom, and I tried my best to stay up, and it didn't end till 10 p.m. But I had one eye open to see who got eliminated. But I was dancing, and as soon as I see the outfits, that Wicked was the theme, and everybody was dressed up, and everybody was doing the cha-cha-cha kind of the tango. Everyone was ballroom dancing and throwing each up in the air and flipping around and doing everything. It was just beautiful. And I said to myself, dancing is medicine. Dancing is medicine, and I love to dance. So this morning, as soon as I got up, because I'm feeling better, and all of my stitches are doing well, and I'm healing, I just started dancing because I had music in my head. So I just started going, humming. That's what Jean says. Just hum. The next thing, I was Indian dancing. I was, pretend I had my outfit on, and I was coming in grand entry. So I was like dancing. Okay. No. Anyway, so dancing is medicine. So think about that. So it could be, we call it white dancing, Motown. What? No, that's black dancing. Hey. So dancing, you know, and then I thought, wow, it's like when you're at the powwow. When you're at the powwow and the drum, it could be a northern drum, it could be Kozad from Oklahoma, it could be, you know, bullhorn. Ooh, bullhorn took second at Rapid City. Woohoo! All these northern drums just go there, count coup. Hey, just go and count coup. Anyway, but when you're listening you're at the powwow, did you ever notice, you know, it's not only do you get to eat Indian taco, you know, get to eat bannock, get to eat red wieners on the Canadians. Oh, we have to sneak up the red wieners. You can get red wieners in Browning, Montana. You can get a case of them, and then you sneak them across the border, and everybody loves you because you bought red wieners from Montana. Hey, just in case. And when you give elders, you can give them blankets and horses. They don't want that. They want red wieners. Red. Anyhow, but dancing, but at the powwow, have you ever noticed, boom, 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 when the drum starts and everyone starts to dance, all the children in the building or outside or underneath the arbor, all the children start going like this. They start dancing in place. And because they're pure spirits, they're innocents, and they just start dancing. And then, you know, if you make them a little outfit, next thing they're out there with the little outfit and their fan and they're dancing. And if you notice, little children, if they'll watch the chicken dancers, and then they'll watch the traditional dancers. The next thing they're dancing like that. So you see, the medicine is there. You don't want to stifle children. The medicine is in us. So we need to just go where we can dance freely and twirl and do, ooh, this would be the right outfit. This is my new outfit someone got me for my birthday last April. It has matching pants, but I'm not going to show that part. Matching underwear. Just teasing. Anyway, so what else is medicine? Rocks are medicine. Dancing is medicine. Singing lullabies is medicine. And, you know, coming here, I brought tobacco. You know, one of my Gnaxton brothers, Bart. Thank you, Bart. Made this, and it's refurbished off of an old glove. You can see it. And then he put some cloth on it, put some beads on it. I've been carrying, because whenever I travel, wherever I sleep, I always bless the room. That's medicine. In the four corners, I put down tobacco, and I say a prayer that I'm able to sleep and dream. So remember, always carry your tobacco. And, you know, we have inside of Barbie's Village, we have a cabinet where there's all kinds of medicines, and we have tobacco. And so we carry it, and we use this pastascan, this tobacco. When you go out and get other medicines, you go out and you put down the medicine, and like, let's see, they got some stuff growing over here, but it's more like corns, edibles. But say you were going out, you know, even to get Goksamee sage. There's 38 different kinds of Goksamee sage. When you go out and there's male and female sage, you put your tobacco down, your medicine. And do it gently, do it slowly. When I go out and get stuff, sometimes it takes all day, it takes hours. You go and you put that tobacco down. And I always say something like this. Io Nina, Io Napi Natusi. I ask you, Goksamee, I'm offering this tobacco because I'm gonna not take your roots. I'm gonna take part of your body, part of your medicine, and I'm gonna use it for healing. I'm gonna use it for cleaning off. I'm gonna use it for mending. I'm gonna use it for forgiveness. I'm gonna use it to replenish, to renew, to revive the original intention of this medicine. And it's so you put that tobacco, so that's medicine. I love how Nishnabik call it asema. You should learn how to say tobacco in your language. Lori and I are going to be going with Native Wellness Institute up to a small community in Ontario very soon, and so I need to bring some tobacco and some tobacco seeds because they like to grow their own tobacco. And so I think about that. So that's medicine. And I guess I'm holding it close because we're going to go back in a few minutes here. At 1:30 they get an hour and a half. We give them an hour and a half because there's all kinds of good place to eat around here. We like that because eating together is medicine. Going out and buying someone like an old Blackfoot, but it could be other tribes. When you go into the restaurant and you see some elders over there, you pay for their meal and it's anonymous. Or you go tell the waitress, I'd like to buy their meal. So here's my credit card, or here's my my significant other's credit card. Some they don't have no credit card. No. Anyway, you pay for their meal. That's medicine. And sometimes, you can say it's you, but sometimes the greatest medicine is when it's anonymous. Nobody knows who gave it. And so like that is just the best feeling because then they enjoy their ceremony of their eating and they just visiting and eating and visiting and eating and getting some herbal tea, some sparkling water with lemon in it. Just that's medicine. And then when they ask, can I have my ticket? And then the waitress says, someone paid for that already because they thought you were so sacred and special. Whoa. And sometimes if it's $100, because like when I go eat sushi, it's over $100. And they bought you your sushi. Woohoo! If it's a ribeye, if you had 4 ribeye, then it's $200. Ribeyes have gone up. Anyway, I like ribeyes. And, in Blackfoot, real food is meat. All that other stuff is not real food, except for red wieners. Because red wieners taste like suppusis, like guts. Anyway, that's medicine. So the medicine, and I was just holding this very sacred. I hope Sally in New Zealand, and I hope Sophie and the Spirit, the Global. I hope Lisa Martin. I was given a stone. I was given a stone from the Maori when we were together in British Columbia this July. And my Ganaxtim brother that made this, they told me to make it into a necklace. And it's a big stone. So anyway, I gave it to, and he goes, well, we want to take it. Hey, welcome. Okay, good. Some of the team. And this. Oh man, we got this one crazy Indian over here. But our topic is medicine. Anything that would, look at that baby. Look at him. Anyway, Gene Tagabo. Gene, what you got to say to the folks?
Hey everybody, how you doing? Hey, we're down here at Barbie's Village, and as Theta's talking about medicine, just know that we are the medicine. You are the medicine. Yeah, and such, and she was talking about her necklace. I always wear this here. This is my tana, but I use this oftentimes wherever we go. Sometimes, just know we don't know what we're walking into, right? We don't know what we're walking into, and so in the work that we do, so often I wear this because it protects my center here, my energy center here, and I have my bracelets on, my Wonder Woman bracelet, ting, 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 ting. But again, it's like something that I use to take care of myself and my energy, and my presence, and it's medicine. Medicine. Sure, we always think about our minds, the Western mind, think of medicine, got to go to the doctor, a pill, or we have to even ingest it. But medicine is just presence too. Our drums, our song, that's medicine. It's vibration, and our ceremony is medicine. Yeah. And so how, and how do we? What is that medicine? I mean, I even carry in my pocket. I carry this here, Palo Santos. Is that what it is
Yeah.
called? And it was this because not only that, because I carry this with me because sometimes my scent, I need something, and it has a good scent smell, because I need this scent and the smell just to go into my system too and take care of my system. Yeah. I don't burn this one.
Oh, you don't burn that one?
I just always rub it and I always just
Okay.
carry it.
Oh.
Yeah, you can burn it too and burn it for like an incense. But I always just carry this with me in my pocket wherever I go. And it's always there, and it's just one of those things. But hey, it's good that you're there, and and everyone take care of yourselves in this here time that's can be kind of crazy, whacked out right now. But don't let it affect you too much. You can't help but let it affect you, but too much. And I want to encourage you to turn off the TV, step away from social media, just step on the land and take a deep breath. Listen to the the wind through the trees, and those things, so that you can take care of your system, your nervous system, and your mind and your brain. Yeah, and do those things for you, because we could be really influenced by all the negativity out there, and we don't have to look for the negativity. It just shows up, right? Just turn on the TV and those things. But sometimes we need to be warriors of the goodness, warriors of the gratitude, and that's just being trackers of it, to search for these things and look for those things. Again, we don't have to search for the negativity; it's there. So we have to train and condition our minds to look for the positivity, the good things, the love, the gratitude, and graciousness, the kindness that's out there, because we need that in the world today. And so I just want to leave you with that. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your presence, and all this stuff. We're going to get through this. And remember, you are the medicine. So until next time.
Thank you, Gene. Thank you. Anyone else that wants to come and talk about medicine?
Okay. We'll see ya.
Are you heading?
No, I'm just going inside here.
Okay, I'll come in a minute. Okay, so welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Oh, I just love it. Gene Tagabon is one of, I could listen to him all day. And he always says he goes on and on. But don't you love listening to Gene? Because Gene has that, his ancestor voice, that gentle man voice, and those encouraging words. I'm still hugging this tobacco. Anyway, what else is medicine? One of the biggest medicines that I have ever experienced is fasting. And I thought of it this morning because with my mother, we grew up with a mother who would fast for 4 days at the equinox. She would fast 4 days at the solstice. She would, and so we witnessed her, and sometimes she would go out and fast, and then she would sundance. She sundanced at Wombly for years, and she's not even Lakota. She was the head woman dancer. And then she fasted with Buster Yellow Kidney. And so fasting is medicine. I love my little niece, Aurora. She goes intermittent fasting. But I'll tell, boy, I learned from Edward Little Dog and Muffet Little Dog. And they always have that ability. All right, are you going to come on, sister?
Yeah, my mom said she was watching you.
Okay, so please introduce yourself, and our topic is medicine. What do we use for medicine? Tell them who you are.
I'm Maddie Barlow. I am from Bishop, California, the Bishop Paiute Reservation, and medicine that I use is lavender because it helps with my sleeping because I have PTSD.
Say something. What is PTSD?
PTSD is post-traumatic stress disorder. It's a tough thing to navigate through, I guess. It comes from a lot of traumatic experiences, and it's a learning process of trying to understand my difficulties with the outside world.
Oh. Well, you're looking pretty good. What are you doing here? What's going on in here?
Gona.
Okay. Well, hold on. I got a hug. Oh, because you know the best medicine is hugging. I just love this one. Her team is wild. What's your team's name?
It's the voice of the eagle.
Yee, that's her. The voice of the Eagles. Thank you. Yeah, she said her mom's watching. Hi, Mom. So anyway, I was just over. So look at this water. And this fasting, I wanted to finish the fasting. When you fast, I was taught by Mom and instructed that you have to pray with your water all the time. And when you're fasting for 4 days, you won't get thirsty. And so, like, if you get water, even a cup out of the stream or out of the lake, you always take the first and you give some to the spirits. And you acknowledge how, so I always drop it. No matter where I'm at, I'm inside the building, I drop a few drops. And so you give your ancestors a drink of water. And then you drink. And when it goes down, you can say it telepathically or you can say it in words. I always think about water spirits. I think about the beavers. I think about the loons. I think about all of the ducks. I think about all of the, just everything that's swimming, the fish, the salmon. We got salmon slayers in there. You think about all of these water animals, and they, you say, water, replenish me. Water, heal me. Water, even in the shower today, because the room I'm in only has a shower. I can't bathe. I like to bathe. I'm a bath person. I like to drop some sage and different things and bathe in it. But I was just showering and I thought, the medicine is the water. So, and you should always start with medicine. I got some medicine here where your soft spot is. Because your soft spot is there when you're born as a baby. And it's open because you're open to the universe. The universe can come in. And then when it closes, you start on your human experience. So that's when, that's why we're so gentle. That's why all the cradle boards are made to take care of and not let the baby drop. Or if it does, it protects this soft spot. So the medicine of water. So sometimes, I was just thinking, even if you took water and you sprinkle it on you, it blesses you. And I like some organized religions, they sprinkle, but just take the water and that's medicine. This is medicine. And water, there was a man from Ecuador that came up to the Blackfeet Reservation. It's just I think 2003, because he had a vision he needed to come up to the Blackfeet Reservation. And he had to have rocks, little tiny rocks that were coming out of flowing rivers. So we went out and he had to have many of them. So we got these little bitty, again, those rocks, that's medicine. And so we got them, and then he had to have fresh carnations, fresh flowers. And a lot of his ceremony was about, you had to smell that carnation, just like, there's some flowers around here, but there's some roses, but I'm not gonna pick them because I shouldn't kill them. Hey. But his medicine was, you were to smell that carnation and you were to look at how beautiful it is, the color, and that we are like that. Like what Jean said, we are the medicine, that if that can grow and that can become that beautiful, that's where you can grow. If you have PTSD, if you have hemorrhoids, ooh, I haven't had that yet. I don't want it. How do you get hemorrhoids? At Walmart, aisle 7? Where are the hemorrhoids? I want some. Anyway, but water is medicine. I was looking at my Tom Oko and thinking about Tepura. Tepura, if you're watching this, kia ora. Ria, kia ora. Nolita, kia ora. Doreen Lovett, kia oh no, she's Aboriginal. Let's see. So water is medicine. So always, sometimes if you think you don't, and you're out and say you don't have your tobacco, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, your spit, because it's alive, it comes from you. You can take some of your spit when you're going to get that sage and put some down and say, I'm giving this offering because I don't have tobacco, so I'm giving part of my body to ask you if I can take and use you for healing. That is medicine. Oh, this water. Water self-regulates. That means you get calm inside. This feels really good to drink it. Let it go down. Let it clean you. All parts of your body. It's good to drink so much water. I was told by my sister Wanda, she's an MD, when she was specializing in kidneys, that you should drink enough water so that your pee turns clear. If it's still yellow, you're not cleaning enough. So take water. And I was just looking at where these guys are putting brand new toilets in the Barbie's Village in the children's section. So this is that water. We used to have outhouses. Raise your hand if you used to have an outhouse. I grew up with a outhouse in what we call the slop bucket. Alaskan natives call it honeydew buckets. Anyway, but that water, so it's really good. It's nice to have a flush toilet. It's nice to have water inside. To take that shower, and I encourage you just to stand and let it hit where your soft spot is. And if there's, even to ask, I always ask it, please let me have gentle, humorous, cleansing thoughts. Please let me have lateral kindness, lateral forgiveness. Let me gently see the spirit of that person like when they were a child, and I look into their eyes and I see that child and treat them that sacred. So if they're acting like an asshole, a-hole, sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but I do cuss sometimes. If they're acting like an a-hole, pray for them. Don't take it personal. Pray for them because something is hurting them. Because there's a bunch of a-holes. Saw some Republican a-holes over there. Saw some white supremacist a-holes over there. Pios Jabatipi. Please give a blessing to all these a-holes. Seriously. Pray for the a-holes. Because they don't want to be that way. Someone trained them to be that way. I don't want to be mean-spirited. My incision just told me, don't talk bad about people. But that's hard for me. With white supremacists, with ICE. Jean was telling me that some of the ICE here, that with the costumes that people have on, they've been putting the tear gas. So their tear gas is inside. I said, that's cruel. I didn't heard that. And he goes, no, ICE is torturing people of color. ICE, you better knock it off. What goes around comes around. So pray for them with the water. Pray for them with the medicine. Prayers are medicine. And I tell you, I have some relatives, and we're all in deep grief because we lost Swift Current. And relatives here, people have all lost someone. So the medicine in grieving, they say, the tears even are made differently. There's toxin, and when you're grieving, if you cry, till your snots come out, or you just cry, that's medicine. Your tears are medicine. Don't suck it up. Let it come out. And so this morning, I was thinking about Swift Current, and so I just cried. And then I flipped the coin. I self-regulated because I thought his wife is alive, his children are alive, his mother's alive, his brothers and sisters are alive. So I just started praying for them one by one. And then I started thinking, losing Ronnie Newbreast, I started praying for all his siblings because some of his siblings couldn't come to the celebration of life, the funeral. and you know, it might be money, it might be whatever. So I just started praying for them. So I flipped it, and then I said, oh, I got to pray for the 100 people here. So I started praying for them. Next thing it was, whew, it was almost an hour, and I was still praying. I said, I better get up and braid my hair, because Gene said, be down there at 7:30. I love traveling with Gene and Dwight. Be down there at 7:30. So I hurried up, and so the medicine, you know, braiding your hair, those 3 strands, whenever you're braiding your hair, and that's why it's, you know, it's boys with braids, but it's badass auntie with braids, grandmas with braids, women with braids, Indians with braids. Those 3 strands, when you take those 3 strands, you just pray for your mind, body, and spirit. Mind, body, and spirit. When you're weaving a basket to go on your head, or you're weaving a basket, you pray with every part of that basket. Yes, Robin. I see you all, Robin. She's gonna marry Mike Duncan. Yee! That's medicine. Good news is medicine. They said they're gonna get married next September. I'm looking forward to that celebration. So I wanted to wind down. In medicine, I'm gonna ask for your prayers, because 2 days ago, I got a message from January Media in Canada, and they need a headshot and my current address, because March 25th at the Canadian Screen Awards, I'm being nominated for Meadowlarks for supporting an actress as done. Wow. Here I'm just badass auntie. I'm just a Gona trainer. Anyway, that's my good news. And so I messaged Lily Gladstone, and I said, Lily, any advice? She said I should show my hair, because in the headshot. But I had my stand-up headdress on, and I'd rather show that, because I'm nothing, I'm just human. But our Kami Poismanix, owner of a stand-up headdress, has medicine to uplift. That's why Blackfoot women should wear it in public, because you uplift everyone. It's not about ego, it's about that medicine of that stand-up uplifts everyone. And that's why, so that's when the colonizers or the settlers came, they wanted us not to wear them. I need some of my water, and that happens when, that's all I'm going to say about that. So that's my good news. And so say a prayer for me, because I just, you know, I'm clean and sober. I'm going to remain clean and sober, and we'll see what happens with that. And it's not, I said to myself, shoot, it ain't nothing about, I don't want to win. I have already won since I've been nominated. Best supporting actress in a drama in Meadowlarks. And Meadowlarks will be out November 28th in the big screen in Canada, and we'll see about big screen down here. It's kind of like Sugarcane. It's like Noise Cat stuff, but it's with Michael Grey Eyes and Alex Rice. It's Michelle Thrush. It's just really got some really good actors and actresses, and then I'm just the 70-year-old Blackfoot grandma that helps with Russell Badger, that brings them, and it's the true story on their spiritual journey. So that's my good news, and that's medicine. So I gotta go eat. Drinking my water in my Native Wellness Institute. We're doing great. We're restructuring, and we're taking care of business, and we're just blossoming. Everybody wants us to come and do training. Everybody wants us to come and help, and that's what we're doing. And this is, we're at Barbie's Village right now, and everybody's just doing a really good healing. So with that, I'll see you next Wednesday. And I just want to say, you know, if you want to help us out, there is a donate button, or just pray for us. We're good. We're good. Pray for us. Pray for Jolene Joseph. Pray for Thosh Collins. Pray for Levina Louie. Pray for Debbie. Pray for Wade. Pray for Chelsea. Pray for Shailene. Please pray for Shailene. Shadron. Pray for Will Penn. Pray for Lori Newbreast. Atstanikiwa. Pray for Casey Nicholson. Pray for Aurora Mamea. Pray for Dwight Francisco. Pray for us because we're moving on with healing and we have a lot of requests and we need to do self-care. And that's what's happening here is healing of healers. All of these, the clinicians, the traditional practitioners, all of the grandmas, they're all here and we're healing the healers. So until next Wednesday, and let's see, where will I be? I don't think I'll be in Ontario. I might be back in Montana. I might not. I might snag. I'm just teasing. Let's see, next Wednesday. I think I might be back in Montana before I go to Ontario. So until next week, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. And I hope there's something. If I die tomorrow, remember something I said. I don't think I'm going to die tomorrow, but remember something about the medicine. The medicine heals us. The answer is in the medicine. So until I see you next week, Kitake Del Matsano.